The Amorettes, Born to Break. 12 tracks, 47 minutes, the fourth studio album from the Scottish three-piece, released April 2018 via SPV Steamhammer. Produced by Luke Morley, the album peaked number 13 on the Scottish charts, and with just the one promo track released so far, Everything I Learned from Rock and Roll, it was a track that Ricky Warwick wrote lyrics for.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
I remember reading it.
Ricky Warwick is the current singer for Black Star Riders, formerly known as Thin Lizzy. There you go. How about it?
Well, I'm a sucker for a chick with a Scottish accent anyway, so we're on a winner before we even got started.
Are you a Garbage fan much?
Yeah, a little bit. A lot of swagger on this, I thought. It was really cool. Generally pretty upbeat and rocking.
Yep.
It's good stuff. Strong riffs, really catchy choruses. Hard not to smile, I find. I was just actually really enjoying this.
Yeah.
It's just good fun. If you like your hard rock, I don't think this is one that's going to change your life, but it's a really, really cool album. It's really well done and really well presented. Songs are constructed really well. So it doesn't get dull, where a lot of sort of in this style you can fall into your 3 or 4 chord trap and it'll get boring. They keep the songs moving, and I thought it was really, really well done.
There's a lot more than just cop and A.
Yeah,
this one,
absolutely. Really well balanced sound too. I thought guitars, drums, bass all sit in nicely. Really tasty guitar solos. Without doing anything blistering, just complemented the songs. They were really, really good. The vocals are pretty dry, which I liked on this, because she's obviously a really cool voice. They could have jacked up the reverb to try to make it sound bigger. They didn't, which I reckon is great.
Just stripped back a little bit, actually, by today's standard.
Yeah. Look, if you like your hard rock, you're hard not to like this. I gave it 8 out of 10. The highlights for me, you've still got Rock and Roll, Hello and Goodbye, Born to Break, and Everything I Learned from Rock and Roll.
Okay. Well, I just put my first name is Dan. These girls can rock. Big sound for a three-piece as well. Absolutely. And I love that. I love how three-piece bands are producing really big sounds these days. Melody, riffs, hooks, groove. This one has it all, and it's damn infectious. It's got the right level of sass on it too. It's a bit of sassiness about it, and I love the attitude. It's all about the attitude. Great playing on this. It's great play. It'll be a lot of fun live. Got some great energy, and Jill Montgomery has a great voice. Fantastic vocal. This is one that isn't reinventing anything, but it's still doing a pretty damn good of doing what they love without ripping anything off, which is good. Nothing wrong with that at all. Production is nicely done, captures them well, and just simply presents what they are all about. All bands like this need is just someone to simply mix it well and put it out. None of the tricks you were saying the same thing. Don't overdo it, just put it out. Nothing flashy, just hit record and it's right. I would personally like to hear the vocals cut through a bit more, as the mid to bottom ranges overpower her vocal a little bit. But it's a small thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just a small gripe. The tones are all really nice and well presented. Just a little more balance and presence on the vocals. Not reverb, just I would like to hear them just put that fader up a touch, just to let it push through. The funny thing is that there are songs where the vocals cut through more, yet at those times the mids and the guitars go back a little bit. The other funny thing about this is the backing vocals, while they're there, they don't come through much at all. I thought they were really far back in the mix, and I thought they could be pushed up a bit to just add some accent to it. But those things that I'm talking about don't detract from the listen, and when you crank it as you're supposed to, those things I'm talking about fade away really quickly. So when you crank this up loud, all those problems disappear. So it's one of those ones where they've probably mixed it loud in the room and thought, this sounds great, and then didn't do the whole turn it down a bit and test it that way. Nothing wrong with it, it's just an observation.
It should be played loud.
Well, it's rock and roll, isn't it? So fucking crank it. If you're playing rock and roll quiet, you're doing something fucking wrong. Clearly I'm doing something wrong. I don't play it very quietly though. Not in this room, fuck me. That said, there's a rumble on this record, a rumble to it, and that fucking works well. The bottom end is really nice, and I love their energy. Like I said, I'd love to see it live. There's some real festival sing-along moments written into these songs, which is fantastic. And there's some cool solos as well. Another one too.
I love the solos. I thought they were great.
This is another one of those empowering records. More girls could and should look up to bands like this. This is a lot like Thunder Mother in that regard. Like those two bands. If girls want to just play rock music, look at these two bands and go no further than that. The media really need to do their bit as well and get behind bands like this to push them through to the foreground. We need to celebrate acts like this more when they're as good as these ladies are. I love some lyrics on this. There's some real swagger and attitude in some of the lyrics. Like, this actually has some cool stories, but there's some balls about what they're saying. Absolutely. Like, they're not taking a back step. It's really cool. I would love to know what inspired some of these songs. Like, there's obviously a story there.
Yeah.
And you just want to sit down in a room and go, okay, tell me what that song's about, and that one, and that one, and I reckon you could just film that and you'd have an hour of hilarity, I reckon. Nice track order and flow, not heaps of diversity, but it's more about the groove, the tempo, and the hooks. But that said, this one gets stronger the deeper you go in, and by the time you get to the end, you're willing and ready to go around again on the second listen. It's a good, fun, hard rock and listen, well worth checking out. I gave it an 8 out of 10. Everything I learned from rock and roll, Hello and Goodbye, Born to Break, coming up the middle, I Want It Bad.
We got 3.
Oh, we got 3, okay. We'll have a little counter going, what a crossover.
Scoreboard.
Yeah. Our own premiership at this. Anyway, check it out for yourselves and let us know what you think.